Time for Homeschool with John Jastremski and JJ. After the Knicks snapped the Hawks' 7-game winning streak, would it be too much to say, in your opinion, that this is the biggest win of their young season right now?
I'm going to say the answer to that question is yes, Chris. When you consider the schedule the Knicks have, they had a tough one last night against the Phoenix Suns. They got the Brooklyn Nets staring them in the face. They got a game coming up with the Golden State Warriors. This team needed a pick-me-up win. They got a pick-me-up win against a team that humbled them and embarrassed them last year in the postseason. You saw the presence of Mitchell Robinson having an interior presence. And how about what Alec Burks gave you? Starting the game, giving you big minutes in the fourth quarter. Chris, there's a reason why Alec Burks, the quiet assassin, he's got a great nickname too. Fourth quarter Burks, baby.
Yeah, and here's the thing about that. He started the game, obviously, because Kemba Walker couldn't play. Derrick Rose was also out. And he was undoubtedly the Knicks' best player on Saturday's show. Do you think Coach Thibs should make a permanent change to the starting lineup? Or are you saying maybe let's wait a few games before we see some changes?
I'm intrigued by the idea, Chris, of starting Alec Burks. And listen, when Derrick Rose comes back, the perfect role for Derrick Rose is coming off the bench, giving the Knicks the sort of jump start they usually need with Emmanuel quickly and with Obi Toppin. But you know Derrick Rose, and you also know that Alec Burks are going to be guys that close games for this particular team. But the Knicks have gotten off to so many slow starts. They didn't get off to a slow start in this Atlanta game. They hung in there against the Hawks. Then the third quarter, which has been their bugaboo basically all season long, they finally came through with a big third quarter. So I'm game with the idea of tweaking this lineup a little bit. Not a ton, but starting Alec Burks, absolutely.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Maybe it jumpstarts the team and gets them going a lot more than we've seen in the past. And how refreshing is it, though, to see a Knicks team with so many good young players? Because we saw Jericho Sims. He did well in those highlights. We obviously saw Quinn Grimes, Obi Toppin. What was it like seeing those players shine? Sometimes they don't usually get that many amount of minutes.
It's awesome. Listen, Sims and Grimes are two guys you haven't really seen much of this year. But I was more stoked about Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly. And Quickly was doing this all last year. Obi Toppin has basically had a coming out party. Since the Atlanta Hawks series, he has looked like a different player. He's carried that confidence into this year. And that highlight reel dunk, that is going to go down as one of the plays of the year for the Knicks. And Obi Toppin continues to show you more and more and more. Even though Julius Randle got paid a ton of money and he's your best player, there's got to be a significant role for Toppin and for Quickly on this team.
Yeah, the only problem I have with Obi Toppin is, Tibbs, you got to play the man more. Every time he comes in, he provides a productive, performance. So you got to give him some shine there.